Yo, what's up? It's Fused Biscuits here. Now, there's another ban list, and I'm kind of hoping for something good. I don't think we got that much of a ban list last time, if I can recall. So I'm really hoping for some good hits. I don't think Blue Eyes is going to get hit, but I'm really hoping for a Blue Eyes hit. Like, it's getting kind of boring at this point. And where else? Oh, Snake Eyes, please. I hate Snake Eyes. I really do not like Snake Eyes. So I'm really hoping for a Snake Eyes hit. Anyway, let's get into it. Or what we've got for the unlimited section. Yep, unlimited. Sprite Blue coming all the way back. Okay, that's what we like to see. You know, sprites, they're not bad by any means, but they're definitely not good either. I don't think they deserve to be on the ban list for this long. But you know, now Blue's coming back. It's going to be a huge boost for consistency, and this is what I like to see. Oh, the OCG also has it at 1 apparently. I didn't know about that, but yeah, hopefully the OCG can catch up as well, because Sprites is not really doing that much. Next, Nadir Servant. Yes, you know, I always love Nadir Servant. Like, some people don't like it, mostly because of Labyrinth, I think, but I think Nadir Servant's a really interesting card, right? It has a big downside, but also has a big payoff, and it's not one of those ones where it's super OP, so like it needs to have some insane condition. I really don't like cards like that, but thankfully Nadir 7 is not like that. It's literally just do 2 things and then you can't use the extra deck, which is pretty nice. I say it's pretty balanced, if I'm being honest, compared to other badly designed cards. But anyway, next time, Nimble Beaver is coming back to 3. Let's go. So Sprites really coming back. Now, Nimble Beaver hasn't been like too good in a while, right? Like, let's be real. I don't think Beaver even deserved the ban, if I'm being honest. I think at the point when Nimble Beaver did get hit, they're really just trying to avoid the main issues, right? And they're just trying to give it multiple slaps on the wrist, but I don't really like that. I don't agree with that approach. And yeah, Nimble Beaver is now coming back to 3 where it deserves to be. So you don't really have to play those nimble bricks anymore if you do want to play the nimble engine, right? So you can just play, you know, the what's it called, the piranha or something, the piranha or something, and yes, one of those and 3 beavers, or you know, 2 piranhas even, if you're feeling whimsical, you know what I'm saying. Anyway, that Sprite Jet also coming back. Okay, so it's really just being unleashed, right? It's really just all coming back. Now, I don't think it's gonna make too much of a difference, right? Because Sprites is not like the best deck, you know what I mean? But Sprites is an okay deck, right? I think it's decent for noobs, and you know, even experienced people. I think it's decent for that, because Sprites is not like too complicated, but if you're more skilled with it, you can definitely get away with doing more, right? So yeah, I just really like that. Oh, also normal summoning max heat becomes a tactics bait, right? Which is pretty funny. Anyway, let's see what else is there. Oh, semi-limited. This one's getting big. Oh, there actually is a Blue Eyes hit. Okay, Maiden of White is going to 2. Wow, that's actually kind of crazy. I didn't expect it to happen like right now. Now, to be fair, this is just a consistency hit, right? Because Maiden, you only really need to play the 1, if I'm being honest. Like, obviously you want to play 3, right? Of course, but you can get away with playing 1. And being at 2, it makes it so that, you know, if you imperm a Sage, it's a bit less likely that it'll have some insane follow-up afterwards. But it's still kind of likely, right? You still have the spell card at 3, as far as I know, and yeah, you got the Maiden at 2, so that's 5 cards, right? That's still decent. Also, like, never mind. Yeah, I've gone too far into it. Let's go. Branded Fusion's coming back to 2. Okay, now this is I say this is a positive change, if I'm being honest. Branded, the only bad thing about Branded was the puppet locks and stuff like that, right? The fact that you can summon something to your opponent's field, and yeah, it would really suck because it would just lock you out of the game. Now that that's kind of gone down a bit, I say Branded Fusion can actually come back a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Now they're being careful. They're bringing it back to 2, right? Not 3 like completely. But I don't know if Branded Fusion is even the issue, right? Branded Fusion is what made the deck powerful but not what made it toxic, if you get what I'm saying. Now let's go on to the next one. Sage is also going to 2. That is wild. Okay, so what does this mean? Well, Sage is one of the things that searches the Maiden of Wine, right? So that's even more consistency hits. Also, it means that with the Primite cards, you're less likely to have the the normal summon Primite and then have the Sage follow up, right? Because Sage is now at 2. I say, yeah, these are some decent slaps on the wrist, and definitely considering that Blue Eyes is pretty new, right? It's pretty new, and it's like, a fan favorite. We all know Konami loves their dragons, right? So I mean, yeah, I'm kind of surprised it's even getting hit. Wow, that was just wishful thinking, but apparently it is happening. So yeah, let's go. Cards to be limited. Bonfire. I mean, okay. I think Bonfire kind of falls into that category of it's going at 1, which is fine, but I mean, it's just Saki, right? Now again, I always say, oh, it's Saki anyway, and yeah, I think this is where Bonfire kind of belongs, right? At 1 with the other type searches, right, like Rota and stuff like that, because this really is just Rota when you think about it. I mean, it's got the activate once per turn restriction, which isn't even a use once per turn restriction, by the way. So if you negate the activation, it can still be used again. But yeah, I say Bonfire going to 1. It is pretty good, although I don't think yeah, I'll say this is a good based hit, right? Because this is also just an extender for one of the best decks in the game, Snake Eyes, right? Because if you search the Poplar, you just get to automatically summon that Poplar, right? So it's not really just like a Rota, it is also a summoner, right? It's also like a starter, basically. That's its main issue. And oh, it's original simple spells going to 1. Now normally I'd say, oh, this is great and all, but people are only using 1 anyway, right? Because it's just so searchable. So I'm not really sure what this is doing. I think you even need to ban this card or just leave it at 3. I don't think there's really a point in this going to 1, right? This is just one of those kind of OCG style hits where the hit doesn't really do anything, if I'm being honest. So yeah, pretty disappointing on that one. Is there anything else? That is the full changes. Okay, no bans, right? No hype bans, but you know what, we're getting Sprite basically all the way back, right? In fact, I think we have Sprite all the way back at this point, so that is amazing. A good deck, a good fun deck is coming back. Blue Eyes getting some taps on the wrist along with Snake Eyes also getting some slight taps on the wrist, right? Like, I mean, OSS, original simple spells, Snake Eye doesn't really mean anything, but Bonfire actually does mean something. It's a little bit less consistent to draw it and stuff like that. And yeah, Branded Fusion coming back to 2, which I never would have expected, but I guess Konami's are really just letting it go. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one, and goodbye.